What is up? Your host, Tyler Harris, back with an interview with Nash and your interview continues with WCW's Bash at the Beach. You can tell WCW was going down the rails. In this pay-per-view show that, I gave last year's match a 7 out of 10. It was a good show. This was shit. July 11th at the National Car Regals Recalls Center in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. About attendance was 13,062 or 6,204. This was a bad show. Bad. This book was what happened to her. Nitro the following Monday at the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana, before paying crowds 15,593. Master P had brought to the company things as Brazil would made the company a salary occurred, saying that the building could hold over 50,000. Master P was wrong. The show built around him and his crew, the No Limit Soldiers, who reportedly changed to "Hi Ho" to the loudest boos. The idea was that Master P's crew to be the good guys, taking on the bad guy group of Kurt Hennig and his posse, Barry and Kendall Windham and Bobby Gundam Jr., who also known as the West Texas Rednecks. The problem with the twofold: first, there were 10 or so soldiers and the 4 rednecks, which meant the rednecks got cheated for valiantly holding their own against them. Odd second Hennig and his crew, who hilariously country song called "Rap is Crap," and since WCW had its roots of South, this also got them over as big heroes. Rap is Crap becoming so popular at one point the 7 countries since around the nation played its routines. WCW of course would play as they were all did when lucky or something like this. They would kill the Angle Dead. Also, they show Agro return and had a lackluster match with Julio Corral, despite having nearly dead in a car wreck earlier in the year. He returned, which probably adds in it afterwards. Things were collapsed so quickly at this point that wrestlers were actually going out in public and burying the company. Hogan has been off TV for months, rehabbing his knee. Made a bunch of friends who he appeared on the Mancow Morning Show in Tampa that week. Ridiculous WCW and its wrestlers. He even went as far as so that he was sick and tired having Malenko and the rest of the midgets complaining about their roles. He also downplayed Goldberg's popularity. He something anymore could win 2 million matches in a row. Never mind that when Hogan first made it huge in WWF, he did so winning ultimately 2 million matches in a row. It was obvious that things were going to change for the mid cards of any of them able to get out of this promotion was during just that. On June 30th, Chris Jericho signed with the WWF in the 6 months prior to his contract signing. WCW had made a very little effort to retain him. In the last few weeks, they panicked, but no ample, as had his mind had already been made up for some time. WWF saw real promotions in him, and even went so far to say he be the next Shawn Michaels. Jericho was willing to take a pay cut for the opportunity that he was not around about to get into WWE publicity. He had labeled for a showdown against Goldberg, and despite having done several interviews setting up the angle, nothing ever transferred. Many of the wrestlers in WCW were upset because Jericho was well liked, and they could believe the company would offer him a good deal with it was throwing money away on linemen's Humvees, fired NBA players, and rappers. One of Masterpiece's henchmen, Swole, a huge guy with no talent, was signed for $400,000 per year instead of Chris Jericho, who had always been told that he was too small, couldn't sell tickets, and wasn't a ratings draw. Made his debut later that summer in the confrontation with The Rock and helped obviously Nitro in the ratings that even by over 4 points. Okay, this is right. Nitro on July 5th broadcast once again in the Georgia Dome, home of to some of the biggest past success. Those days were long gone. The show drew 25,338 fans, half of a house, and 594 $745. WCW blamed low attendance on the holiday weekend. If you haven't already noticed, promotions almost never put the blame on a poor house on themselves. Instead, they blame any outside force they could think of. The crowd is low because it's summer. The crowd is so low. It's winter. The crowd is low because it's raining. The crowd is low. It's sunny. I refuse to attend the real insurrection. Nobody gave a shit about the show. Promotions offered to lead themselves. Right now, business, the show was built around two things: the return of Goldberg and the return of Bret Hart, who had been away since Owen's death. The company advertised nearly the highlight of aired of time. They did, however, advertise Ernest Miller versus Jerry Flynn, a kickboxing match that nobody outside Flynn and Miller and Miller could possibly have cared about. Bret interview began with he saying that WCW had told him to go ahead and talk for as long as he wanted. He said that his family have lived for wrestling, that who lives and now tragedy that also died for it. He said he wasn't sure if if he ever wrestled again. That he met with a violent negotiation, and also that if he never got a chance to say to his fans, "Thank you," guaranteed into the ring. Obviously. So let's just get on to the show already. Right? Ernest Miller defeats Disco Inferno. It was okay. It was okay match. A 4.5. Next up, Rick Steiner defeats Van Hammer for the television title. Why? No, seriously, why is this happening? You know, I'm not giving it a 1 because of one reversal when Rick Steiner bites him in the dick. And he low blow him twice and then give him the Steiner Bulldog for the 3. So I give it 2. Bite me! That's his. Then we get the United States title match involving David Flair to beat Dean Malenko. Why? A 0. Again, Charlotte's better than David Flair after Rick. Sorry, it's the truth. Then we get a Survivor Series style elimination match between the No Limit Soldiers of Conan, Rey Mysterio, Swall, and Brad Armstrong, or BA. Defeated the West Texas Raiders of Kurt Angle, Bobby Duggan Jr., Barry and Kendall Windham. Now, let me see. First one eliminated was Bobby Duggan Jr. by a Swall Springboard by Mysterio. Next one eliminated was Brett Armstrong by a Kurt Angle. Then Kendall Windham was eliminated by Conan by a DDT. Then both Barry and were both eliminated by a double countout. And Kurt Angle was eliminated last. This match was okay. The only good in this was Rey Mysterio. As your survivors was Rey Mysterio and a Swall. 3 stars. Because Rey was not going to be a legitimate. Oh, spoiler. 2006 is next year. Yeah. Rey Mysterio won the World Heavyweight Championship in 2006. Then we get, oh my god. We get the Junk Guard Invitational match between Seagull Play, Jerry Flynn, Johnny Grudge, The Sandman, Horace Hogan, Brian Off, Hugh Morris, La Parka, Lord Steven Regal, Rocco Silver King, Dave Taylor, and Mikey Wimpreck. This match was the shit. It was so confusing. It was so. And when you win, a title shot? No. Do you win a trophy? Yes. No, seriously, you win a garbage trophy. It was stupid because no one got killed, which is shocking to say the least. Family won. Minus 5 stars, minus 10 out of 10. Bad. Then we get a handicap match for the WCW Tag Shows. The Jersey Traders of Diamond Dallas Page, Chris Canyon, and Bam Bigelow defeats Chris Benoit and Barry Sanders. Finally, a breath of fresh air besides that opening match. This was a great match. And this will continue the DDP Benoit feud at next pay-per-view World Wild. I give it an 8.5. Moving on to a boxing match between Buff Bagwell defeating Roddy Piper in a boxing match with Malin Lanning as the special referee. It got the buffer treatment. I can't blame him for doing it. Buff Bagwell wins with a blockbuster 1, 2, 3. What? Minus 3 stars. Minus 6 and 10. Bad. Moving on to the main event, Randy Savage and Savage defeats Kevin Nash and Sting for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Yes, the WCW Championship in a tag match. This match was okay, but why didn't you do a tag match? No, you could do a four-way match between Nash, Sting, Savage, and Savage. These four guys, right? Why can't you make it a fatal four-way match? Or they can't call it a fatal four-way. They have to call it a four corners match. Apparently, in this match, if Sid pins Nash, he's the WCW champion. If Savage wins, spoiler, is the WCW champion. Or if Nash's partner Sting pins Nash, he's the WCW champion. Why? It's one of the most ridiculous matches. This match was okay, though. I give it a 5.5. Randy Savage is the WCW champion by pinning Kevin Nash. And Hulk Hogan had to ruin that by beating him the next night on Nitro. Lead to Road Wild. A 1.5 out of 10. This show is worse than Starrcade. Up next, ECW Heatwave. Fully Loaded and Road Wild. Bye.